You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard.
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 30, the big 30. Jeez. Happy birthday, No Tekkers.
Come like a couple men in the room.
Yo, I'm to the.
Why everyone look at this way, man? That felt bare eyes, guys.
What's going for you, blood?
Yeah, I'm not 30, that's what I know.
I'm a 90s baby, that's all I need to know.
Innit? No, I'm 80, sorry. It is what it is. Episode 30, No Tekkers podcast. I'm the host, Braz. My co-host, Quartz, and Chief, a.k.a. Mr. Bon Stats. And we got a special guest in the building.
Oh gosh,
man like Nathan Cameron.
Oh gosh,
round of applause.
Right, we're stepping the caliber up every week. I like it.
Soon you'll be seeing Rio there. So, and what's her name?
Alex Scott.
Alex Scott.
She coming.
Yeah.
You
Girl like that. So how you been, man?
Good. Obviously, we've been on a bit of a bad run with football and stuff. Nah, I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through. I know it's mad times we're living in, but no Tekkers have to go on. You get me?
The people need it, man.
People need it. You know what I mean? So, obviously, you're a good friend of PSC and Quartz. Mm-hmm. So, just for like people that don't know who you are, can you tell us a bit about yourself in terms of like, I know you play for Solihull Moors now currently, since January. Okay, cool.
Yeah, take us back to the start, man.
Yeah.
Where did it all start?
Alan Higgs.
Back at the Higgs Centre, man. So I came through at Coventry.
Okay.
Started there when I was 9 till 16. Got a scholarship. Then signed professional at 18.
How was Coventry back then? Like, I know Coventry's like a proper big club, innit? But
Yeah.
I know back then it was.
Then,
yeah. Like it was a proper big club.
Not that far back,
When you was 9, they were prem.
Well, 9, yeah, but I'm saying like 18.
It's funny when I started playing. I was like,
They were prem? All right.
When you signed, you was prem.
Well, professionally, I'm talking.
Alright,
So,
cool.
18, that was when they were in the championship. So that's where I made my debut. Played about 40 games in the champ.
jeez.
About 15 games in League One, I think it was.
Okay.
Left there, went to Bury at 21 for about
Up
5
north.
years. Up north, man. Just wanted a little change.
Oh, the Mancunian, is he?
Wanted a little change. Played there for 5 years.
Captain.
Yeah, captain. Got promoted from League 2 and stuff. And then signed for Macclesfield after that. Before that, went to Mansfield. That's where I met KP.
Okay.
And back in youth team days, that's when I played with Court at Coventry.
You was at Coventry?
Don't remember the day?
Yeah.
It's not about me today. It's not about me.
Yeah, so that's how I know these two.
Okay.
And yeah, from there I went to Macclesfield for a year and a half and went to Wigan at the start of this season, and now I'm at Solihull.
Nice. Wigan's where now?
Up north again, that's literally next to Bury.
They're in League One?
League One.
League One.
Yeah.
They are. I was looking at the tables today and like Portsmouth, they're way down. Bolton, way down. I remember when Bolton was in the Premier League.
Fam,
Some big clubs, man. Some
times
big
have changed,
clubs.
fam.
Like these are iconic clubs, and
You know what it is
like,
though? I think it's what happens when you don't live within your budget. It kind of
apparently rumor has it Blues are on their way there. I don't know.
it's
I hate to say it, but they're going down.
You think they're done?
They're just like what's it? Cranky? Is it?
It don't matter. It don't matter. They left it too late. It's too late.
No one.
They're finished. I'm sorry.
Harsh one that is.
Wow.
So
I'd
Nate,
love to see them stay up, but I just can't see it. Same with West Brom. They're both done.
Yeah, West Brom. I think us.
That's it.
Wolves.
And Grealish is injured,
Wolves?
so we're scrambling.
Wolves is there.
still got Wolves.
Wolves is like Portugal, isn't it?
Wolves are just done. I can't even play them, man.
Wolves ain't Midlands. What was you gonna say, Quartz?
No, I was just gonna ask Nathan in terms of youth team days. What was the most prominent memory that stuck out for you? Because I know a lot of people won't know about the perimeter runs and did and all them things. But what was the thing? Because you've had a few clubs, but to have the longevity that you've had, what's been the most prominent thing that's kept you in the game?
I'd say just the hard work from youth team days. Obviously,
brother.
perimeter runs, some of the runs and some of the stuff that we did at youth team level.
Yeah. They'll be illegal.
They'll be illegal to do in the first team now. Like honestly,
But trust me, they go on at other clubs.
they probably do. They probably do.
Oh nah, bro. I only knew.
The running don't stop nowhere, fam.
Our kind of torture was different, fam.
It was actually.
We'll talk after.
But I'd say hard work for me.
Yeah.
That just is what kept me focused all the time, just working hard.
When you say working hard, so for someone who's young and upcoming, your hard work is obviously different to what they see as hard work. So could you like touch on a bit of like what hard work actually means, like in that environment?
You know what it is? I think obviously a lot of people to say, "Oh, work hard." You know, you'll get to where you get into, but it's about working smartly as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, think hard work is just turning up every day and making sure I'm on time, but it's, the little details in training, making sure you're consistent every day.
Yeah.
Making sure you're working to your fullest. You might not have the best talent or you might not be the quickest or the strongest, but to work on that.
Yeah.
And just to keep pushing yourself.
Yeah, man. So you youngers watching this? Yeah,
it's levels, bro. This is but it's true. That's why I asked the question, because as you said, hard work nowadays is the bare minimum that they think is just turning up, but it's the consistency that's required. Is if you want to have longevity in the game, you're hearing it firsthand.
Yeah, therefore. Have you been back to Coventry since?
Yeah.
How was that visit?
It was difficult to say the least.
Yeah. Did you go for a rugby game or?
No, we got spanked 6-0.
Oh.
So, turn back up there with Berry. Thinking, it's going to be...
Was that on TV?
Nah, luckily it was on TV. Turn back up there thinking, going to, it'll be a good game for us.
Yeah.
Clap the fans and all that. Turn up there, it was 3-0 down within half an hour. Everyone's screaming at each other on the pitch. There was a good 15, 20,000 in there at the time.
Was this a league game or cup game?
League game.
Was that the Rico, innit?
At Rico, yeah.
The reason I thought I watched that game.
That's why
I didn't bring it up, yeah. When he said it, I was like, I remember seeing it live, because I remember, bro, I thought, you were at centre back, I think you were captain at the time, innit?
Yeah.
Fam, I saw the tree go in. It's going to be a long afternoon still, but
Let's take it back to happier days. Talk about your debut.
Oh, bro. One of the best moments in football for me, making your debut.
How did
at
it come
18.
about? Did you know beforehand that you was going to be making your debut? Or?
Yeah, a couple of days before. Adi Bruford was the manager at the time. Just pulled me aside. I was on 18, I think, just before my 19th birthday. Just said, look, I want you to start. But I had no involvement in the first team before, so
even training and stuff?
Even pre-season tour, I didn't go on pre-season tour.
Nothing.
I was doing more third year stuff with the...
they love the third year, innit?
Love third year, bro. That's what I mean. So I've come literally trained for about 2 weeks with the first team, and he's pulled me aside. I said, "Look, you've been doing well. I want you to start Saturday." I'm thinking this kid's a joking, because I know he likes to joke and ramp sometimes, but I'm like,
that ain't funny.
That ain't
funny.
don't play with my heart strings like that, But nah, literally, he was just like, "Yeah, I want you to start." So I was like, "Rah!" First team debut, first game of the season.
Who was it against?
Portsmouth.
Big game.
The champ. Massive game, bro. So 33,000. Luckily won the game 2-0.
Clean sheet debut.
Clean sheet.
Jeez.
And it was just an unbelievable experience just to be out there on the pitch, man.
Yeah, man, that's big.
Yeah,
And that was your full debut, that
was the full debut. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Debut before
Did
that.
you stay in the side after that for the majority of the season?
In and out. So he played me for about 6-7 games and pulled me out for 3 or 4. And played me 6 or 7 times.
So sporadic.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that was helpful, or did you want to just stay in?
I wanted to stay in, but at the time, I think
It was the right thing.
it was the right thing, because I was making mistakes towards the last couple of games. And I think he just saw, look, you need to come out, have a look at what other players are doing, then go back in. And it was at the time, it was really unheard of. There wasn't a lot of 18-year-old centre-backs playing in the Champions.
There's none.
Yeah.
There's none. And if they are, they usually get bought for 4 or 5 mil straight away.
Exactly, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. So it was difficult, because you you can't really compare yourself to anyone. You're just trying to look at the olders and just be like, yeah, I need to learn this, I need to learn that. But you learn on the job.
Yeah.
You know what I
Who
mean?
was the other centre backs that he's playing with? Who was
Ben Turner, Richard
Big Ben
Ward.
Turner.
Yeah, Big Ben.
Richard
I
Wood.
saw him yesterday still.
He's still playing.
Is that nuts, innit?
Oh, I swear that, fam. Longevity, fam.
Yeah.
And them man used to be in first, fam.
All the time.
They used to be in first, but yeah.
Yeah, James McPake. So there was some good older heads to learn off. Do you know what I mean? And it was good just to be.
You're bringing back
in
memories,
the
fam. I can't even lie, cause
was
we
good,
used to do the staff games. We used to come up and because obviously we trained at the Higgs and you lot trained at the lodge.
The lodge, yeah.
Yeah, when we used to come up, we used to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, fam. We used to see all of these men. He's like, rah. Because we used to have to go and watch the games in it. So when he made his debut and when he's playing, we used to see him and like he was the not poster boy for the academy, but it's like the post. Essentially, this is if you wanna
He was the golden
if you
boy.
wanna make it, just look at camera and then that's the kind of thing it was. So yeah, it's good to see. Can I ask one question though? You know when Pierce said about players normally getting bought for like 4 or 5 mil, being that age, playing that well, is that something that opportunity came up to you, or how did it go about? Like, did you feel that opportunity came, or did it not?
Not for me.
No.
If I'm honest, it didn't really materialise. Obviously, you know, I was probably one of the only players doing it at the time.
Okay.
But nothing really came. There was sniffs from, you know, Premier League teams, but nothing really came of it. And
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I'm not trying to... I've got to be careful what I say. I do feel like...
We talk about it after. We talk about it after.
No, but I will say this. I do feel like sometimes your face fits
Yeah.
in certain place. And
It's the nature of the beast,
if
man.
your face don't fit, if you're not a type of profile, because you got to see his football as a business as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
100%.
just what you do on the pitch. It's
Gems.
your profile off the pitch and, you know, personality or what you
How you
might
carry
look
yourself
like, how you
and
carry
all
yourself.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's a reason. I'm just saying that I might not have been someone's full cup of tea in terms of
Yeah, I'm with
the
you.
full thing. So
Yeah,
no, it didn't
yeah,
materialise for me.
Take it back now to back at Cov. Obviously, after you made your debut, what was your first team training session like?
Ooh, what after the debut?
Yeah.
A lot easier, you know.
Yeah.
Once you make that debut,
It's
and
like relief.
it's a relief, and
Yeah.
I think you get like a lot more respect from the players around.
Yeah.
Because they're like, all right, we've seen him in a proper game.
It's
under
almost
proper
like a
pressure.
feeling of like, I know I can compete now.
Yeah.
You know I can compete now.
Yeah.
Now respect me.
100%. Whatever KB said, that's what it is.
That's it. Now respect me.
Because before that, you're just like, you're a little boy, innit?
Yeah,
That's
nah,
how
it's
it is.
just
You're a
for you.
little boy. 100%. Literally.
Yeah.
So when you do make your debut and then you're among men,
Yeah.
they see you as an equal now because
Yeah.
you've not only just played, you've held your own and you've done well. As
Yeah.
you said, you got a win and a clean sheet, so you must have played well. So they have to respect you now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, true. All right. In your opinion, then, who is you'd say the most talented player you've ever played with?
Apart from me, obviously.
Apart from me, ooh. Do you know what? There's a lot of good names that I've played with, but I don't deal with what, you know, name you got on the back of your shirt. It doesn't really matter to me. It's what you do on the pitch, what I see every day.
I'm saying Bond the stats and that.
Exactly. So, exactly that.
You have to get it in it.
But for me, the most talented player I've ever played with would have to be Gail Biggerumana.
Oh, Jesus
Austin
is
Court knows a
Lord.
lot about him. Again, he might not be the biggest name. But
Nah,
for me,
he was a joke, fam. He was a
he's
joke.
done things on a football pitch
Yeah.
that I've never ever seen anyone do to this day.
Oh, God.
Fairs.
10, 15 years ago, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
How, like, this is, because he was at Newcastle, isn't it?
yeah.
And how did he, like, that's for me is a mystery how he never kicked on past that, because I don't think he can do him justice, bro. Like, the guy was...
I don't even know who this
No,
guy is.
bro, his technical ability was bearing in mind this is back then when technique weren't as prominent as it is now.
Yeah,
If he was ahead of his time. Put it like how you said he was ahead of his time. If he was to play now, he'd dominate because
Yeah,
he was
he'd be
a ball
playing
player.
different.
He was a ball player playing the second ball team. Like it just, yeah, he's a joke, fam.
'Cause he was only small. He was more of a like Xavi kind of Iniesta
Yeah.
build. He came. I remember when he first came to Coventry in the youth team. He turned up on a push bike asking for a trial. on a push, but just for asking for a trial.
rate
He got
that.
turned away about 3 or 4 times,
And he
but
kept coming back, fam.
kept coming back.
Yeah, I remember that one guy coming with his flip flops at Nats County. He weren't good though. He kept coming back, but he wasn't good.
I said it. And that story, this ain't it.
It's still a thing.
But different
Yeah,
ending
same mindset,
still.
but-
Different ending.
Yeah.
He's a horror.
You have to keep it moving still.
Fairs,
man,
fairs.
but,
Okay.
yeah, I'll take him.
Well, that leads into our next topic because we were talking about it in the group. Who do we think is the most technically gifted player in the Prem right now and of all time? Now,
This one was a difficult one for me.
I seen loads of names getting thrown about, which was all fair. In all fairness, now that I think about it, but
Really? Nah, some of the names are horrible. Can we clarify what technically gifted
So, I
means?
mean, I need more.
That's
So-
what. That was the first question I asked before answering.
Technically gifted means your ball mastery skills are
10.
11, basically. So you are
So
like,
you talking about like first touch, or you talking about passing, or
yeah, that's all.
Everything,
Everything,
everything.
passing,
Everything.
shooting, dribbling,
This what I mean though,
skills,
because, like, they're all different categories though, and then
but they all come under technical ability. So if you can wrap
So,
one
like,
player up and say,
that's what
"Yo,
I'm saying.
he
So
done
for me-
everything well,"
for me, the best technically, I would have to put like Gareth Bale in there because technically, the way he hits the ball is special. But I wouldn't say he's got a better first touch than Berbatov because his touch was.
yeah,
See,
Berbatov.
that was my. That was
that's
my,
super.
that was
You
my.
remember the game when you?
Yeah.
Fam,
all of
forget.
this-
I don't know what game. It's every
Nah.
game, fam. He didn't say he was every game. That's what,
I actually thought I had to pause the TV. Like,
no, bro. He was my for my choice in terms of
Yeah.
like overall. I would have said
Yeah,
him
yeah,
because
yeah.
the reason why I said him is because he had no other attribute. Do you know other players have? No. Let me
no
elaborate.
other-
Let me elaborate.
man.
Let me
He's a gun
elaborate.
boss, what do you mean?
No, I'm talking about in terms of relax. Let me let my playing. Like,
You
do you
wanna be
see do you see how long this table is? Let me let my playing because I'm saying in terms of most players rely on their pace or their strength or what have you. He just relied solely on his technical ability to master the ball. That's what I'm saying. He had no other attributes. Of course he did, but
Yeah.
that was his strongest one. So that's why I said he for me is the best.
Well, still, you backtracked well.
You didn't let me land my plane, fam. But you know what, fam? I didn't slow down. You're mad.
Shut it out, man.
I ain't getting
well, man. You got
Hey,
no, man.
Floyd taught me, fam. But yeah, Dimitar's mine to be fair.
Okay.
And same with Gareth Bale, the way he like hits volleys and stuff. I ain't seen Berbatov or anyone else hit volleys like that. You know what I mean?
I can't argue because I remember his finishing lately has been.
But then if I'm talking about passing, then I got to put like Scholes and Gerrard in there, Javi Alonso.
But I think Braz described it. Who's got the best
Overall,
the
he's saying.
That's what I'm
package?
saying. That's why I couldn't pick one.
I can't think of one.
That's what I'm saying.
I cannot think of one person that has it all. Like,
Maybe we just need to do a poll edit. See who
I
votes
mean,
the most.
De Bruyne?
when- yeah, I mean,
But that's the modern day. Like no one can compare modern day wise with him. I don't think.
You don't think?
In the Prem right now, technically, nah.
yeah, De Bruyne is
Who
a,
could-
is a very
who
good
What
shout.
about dribbling though? Does that count as technical ability?
Yeah.
as well?
I think that does, yeah.
Adel Taarabt.
That's a great shout.
His dribbling is
Ridiculous.
Do you remember what he did to Cov?
Well, that was that debut season as well. Same season, bro. Special player.
I mean, if we're
Streets
doing
will
if we're
never
doing
forget
top
him.
threes, I'd throw Pogba in there
Streets will
too.
Never forget him.
I'd throw Pogba in there too.
Yeah,
Technically,
that pass that he did when he zinged it like from 8 yards straight into the man's chest.
Pogba's silly.
What you saying? It's too hard to pick one.
Yeah, I think it is. But I mean, if we're going to go with somebody, I'd just stick with KDB. Right
I feel
now.
like that's just being too safe though. That's what I'm
Yeah, that's
No, but
exactly what I mean.
That's his facts, isn't it?
I can't. He can't ignore what he's doing.
Even
like,
like Phil Foden's got mad technique
yeah. But would you put him over KDB?
in certain categories. Yeah,
Like what?
but dribbling definitely.
You reckon?
I don't know. You
He's
know.
dribbling.
I don't know.
But KDB's cold, you know.
KDB can.
I'm not saying he's not, but Phil Foden's dribbling is mad.
Or better than Cave.
You saying better than KDB's?
Better than KDB.
Okay, fair.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, don't mister. I know. Sorry, you're my
Like
little
even
toe.
David Silva.
Polls are wrong too.
Yeah, but he's not in there though.
Who?
Oh yeah, all time. Not all time.
All time, innit? David Silva.
Yeah. Juan Mata.
One matter. Prime one matter.
Yeah, and Chelsea one, not United one.
No, we've gone too far.
You don't think?
We've gone too far now.
Wow.
Nah, one Mata is cold, man. He was cold. You remember he's Chelsea Player of the Year, innit?
You don't think Mata had technical ability
He was
like
cold,
that?
I'm not saying he didn't, but...
No, you're looking at the Mata when he changed to Adidas.
No.
Yeah, when he leaves the Vapor one.
When he leave Vapors, it's a wreck for you know. Look at Lukaku, now he's back again.
Hey, how the people, man?
I don't know what he had. He had an Under Armour or something. Man. Something like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with KDB with that.
Yeah, I'll stick
I
with
won't argue that.
Or for the modern day?
For all time, I mean, I seen JJ Okocha get thrown in there, which was a great
that.
shout.
Great shot.
Tarap is a great shout.
What did they say?
Henri. Man said Bergkamp.
Bergkamp's up there.
No one's really mentioned like Gerrard or Lampard or anything like that, to be fair.
Yeah, Lampard, no way.
Bro, no way, but Mata gets a mention.
Tech.
How does Mata get a mention, but Lampard doesn't?
Tech.
Of course.
Nah, not
It's not
really.
technical.
I don't look at Lampard as tech. You're not techie enough for him. Mata is techie. Or was techie.
It was.
Do you know what? I think it looks like on the eye as well. So Lampard might not.
This
be as
is why I
pretty.
mentioned Bale, because Bale looks special every time he hits it with that left foot. The left foot players just look better anyway. Yeah,
that's
not fair.
Yeah.
Man said, you sound like a straight
Yeah,
hitter,
but don't you think Lampard just got into the right positions at the right time?
I think he's
Not saying he wasn't tech. Like
But I think
Joko,
he's
for
smart.
instance. Who was more techie at Lampard or Joko?
Joko?
Yeah, but Joko was special from young though.
But then it's what you're asking of the player.
Yeah,
It's
At
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
time.
But,
yeah, I guess.
but as a passer though, I wouldn't say he's a better passer than Lampard. This is what I'm saying.
I think there's no conclusive.
I wouldn't put Lampard in a passing tech category.
That's
Anyway,
what I'm saying, but he's
in
still
like,
got
as a like top three.
What about
Wouldn't
shoot-
make
what
it.
about- what about
I'd-
shoot-
yeah,
what
I'm
about
not saying
shooting?
I'll put him in my top three, but I'm just saying he's in the same category as Mata.
You reckon? Nah, no way.
If anything, higher.
Nah,
Mata's
what?
techier than my man.
Mata's
Left foot, you know.
This one,
Dan.
mate, he's left footed and he still don't look special.
Mata's Spanish, you know, fam.
Yeah,
Them man are born technical, fam.
Bro.
Them
Nah,
man,
yeah.
them man
I
are
can't
born.
just say because he's Spanish though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like-
Them man are born doing kick. Them man are born doing kick-ups, fam. What you on about, fam?
Yo.
Man said-
Yeah, then Jerry so sassy just
And the vegan out here, cuz.
I'd say Mata is defo techier than Lampard.
All I'm saying is neither of them are top three.
Yeah, well, you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm spending too long on this.
Yeah, but I'd say of all time, I'm just gonna go with David Silva.
I've said Dimitar.
I'm going KDB.
Again.
Sticking with it.
Man says, I know I can't get that one wrong.
I don't even know who to pick.
I'll be honest. Let us know the end, innit?
Skulls. I'll go with Skulls.
Fez. Right, let's just talk about some of the big results over the weekend. North London derby. Did anyone watch the game?
I did.
Most of it.
What did we think? What's the general consensus?
But first of all, I want to say Arteta. I'm happy that he stopped
turning
his
it
guns
around.
and said, "Yo, sit on the bench."
Oh, you talking about Aubameyang?
Aubameyang.
What actually happened with that?
Well, they're saying that it's because he's late or so. Basically, disciplinary reasons, but they didn't specify exactly
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
was. But I think he was just late.
He was vexed. You see him in the
Are
warm up.
you only saying that because
No
he
teeth.
won?
Huh?
Are you-
No. I'm saying like if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't even have him on the bench.
You wouldn't put him on the bench?
You'd have dropped him completely.
Completely.
But it was
Especially
a late
since he's supposed
disciplinary
to
though.
be captain.
It was a late disciplinary.
You've been captain. You know
Well,
the
you got-
responsibilities of a captain.
You got to set
have to
standard.
lead by example.
But you still need him around. I think you've done enough there
Yeah, so
by putting him on the bench. I wouldn't drop him out.
he's still coming to the game. I ain't saying you're having a weekend off.
Come to the game. Sit the
Yo, this is sound like he's treating man. Have you got treated?
You do the cheerleader.
He's treating.
Yo,
You're
you
fine.
come and support the team.
Is that this anti-report?
You're getting fined, and you come in to support the team.
Nah, but I think
You're touching the pitch.
Isn't what happened was he's already picked, so he's named him in the team, and then it's happened, and then he's just said, "Yo, you dropped."
Yeah. So
Like
yes,
at the stadium, so
So
he
call
could.
him one of the young guns. Say, yo,
Oh, see, you're doing enough.
one of the young, because you should, as a Premier League club, you should have a man on standby anyway.
yeah, of course. Therefore,
So whoever that man on standby,
You know what? To be fair though, it's it's worse. It's worse being on the bench, not coming on. Because
No.
it is. Do you
You
know why?
reckon? It's
Yeah,
definitely
because it is because you have to
definitely
go,
not.
you have to go through all the process of still playing and you're not playing, like you
this
know you're
warm-up's
not playing.
nice.
Nah, warm ain't nice, bro.
Well, it's nice, man.
But you might play though. You might come off the
what I'm
bench.
saying.
You might come on.
Nah, but if you
And
know
that
you're never
bonus that
gonna,
he's
if you
get
know,
for coming on the pitch is a healthy bonus too.
nah, it's
Just for being on the bench. Though,
This is what I'm saying. So he's getting paid just to sit there. Nah, you're getting fined 2 weeks' wages.
He's getting
Just sitting
paid.
in the
He's
stand.
getting paid regardless. But I'm saying he had to put him on the bench because if he didn't put him on the bench and then they needed him,
Nah.
because whatever disciplinary,
Whatever happens,
bro.
if I needed you and I couldn't rely on it, it's your fault.
Yeah, but bro, if
You
there's-
let down the team.
regardless of what disciplinary he's having, if they were losing that game, he would have been on.
Then he should have started.
You reckon?
Bro, he'd have been
I
on.
reckon Arteta said, you know what? Whatever happens, I made this decision. It's on my head, innit? So that's why I thought it was even a bigger bonus or even a bigger win to him because it's like, you looked at him and thought, yo, I've done this without you, you know. G.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm
because
saying,
but now
if
we
he was sitting in
can.
the stands. It wouldn't even.
No, but we can have the conversation because he won. But I'm saying, I truly believe if they were losing that game, he would have put him on.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no way he's leaving him
This is why
for disciplinary
I would've
reasons.
had him on the bench.
No, I hear
I
what you're
don't want that
saying,
option.
but he would have used that option. That's
Nah,
why I
but
did it.
even if
Because
the loss, I'm putting it down to you. Let the team down.
nah, how the hell are you gonna put it down on him?
You let the team down.
What did he do? He wouldn't even play.
He's
You
late.
let the team down. He's supposed to start
Off the field
And because
and
of
No,
disciplinary
I
reasons,
don't disagree,
he had
but
to get dropped.
you can't put a defeat on my name if you didn't put me on the pitch, because then I can't affect that.
No, because you were supposed to be on the pitch, but you
yeah,
messed
therefore.
up.
But
That's
you-
what managers will do though.
Yeah,
No, we know what they will do, but I'm saying you can't put that on my back. Fam, you made a
Why
choice
not?
because if you asked me to still play, I would have played. I'm not saying I weren't late, but if you want to
No,
discipline
no,
me,
but if you're not,
Why was he
if
late?
you're not adhering to the club,
That's the thing.
why we don't know.
That's the question.
whatever it is, if it's
it's a-
serious enough for him to say you can't play.
For all the ladies watching, it's called accountability.
Yo, Braz, you're on your own.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. Hang on, we're talking football right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just went straight to the
I'm trying to go.
It's alright, man. My woman don't watch this real good, man.
I did notice one of the stats. I did say it in the group too. This might be a relevant stat. I don't know. You can translate how you want to.
One of the stats. Carry on.
Harry Kane did not have a single touch inside of Arsenal's box
And he still almost scored.
the whole game. What does that say about the Mandem's shining forward?
Do you know what it is, bro? I'll be honest. Is that Tottenham? They only started playing in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yep. When they took off Bale and Son.
But that makes no sense because if your best players aren't on the pitch and you start performing, it's kind of counterproductive. But I think they just knew they had nothing else to lose in it. But
I was confused when Son came off.
he was injured.
I was
I thought he was injured. Bro.
Yeah, he's injured.
Oh,
He's
okay.
injured.
It's
To be
only
fair,
something, fam.
I think.
Well,
Did you watch the game?
I probably missed that bit. I just seen him on the bench.
To be fair, after Lamel's goal, I was like, "Rah, Tottenham, turn up today, fam."
Yeah.
'Cause that goal was.
That was special.
Crazy.
Yeah. The call. They said they should
That's
call
mad
it
technique as well, to be fair.
techie.
Crazy.
Techie.
Better than Mata, innit?
I can do that.
Nah, he's doing a David Dunn. Dropping on his face.
But to be fair, he's a left-footed player that don't look techie, fam. He looks like he about to drop every time he's
Nah,
dribbling.
sometimes he looks alright, sometimes he's like big man.
Mourinho has a big winning record against Arsenal. That was his third loss, and I think he's played them like 20-something times. Is this kind of like a sign to say like
No, Tottenham ain't it.
Tottenham ain't it really? It's not just the manager.
I
You
mean,
know what? I think something needs to change. I think something got changed because
I wonder what that something is.
Do you reckon it's the chairman?
Like for me,
Do you reckon it's Daniel Levy?
Spurs just have a small club mentality. That's what needs to change. That's
And
why
who's
they
that
need a
because
manager
of?
like, that's why they need a manager like Jose Mourinho who can come in and change the mindset of
Yeah, but
the
he
players.
can only change what's below him. He can't change.
players ain't good enough.
But that's another question.
But that's on the chairman then.
That's what I'm saying. So Mourinho's got a job of having to change the whole club's mentality, including the chairman, because he's got to sanction the moves to bring in top players.
You're saying top players though. For me, the players that they brought in, they're not top
Bergwijn,
players.
fraud watch.
One right there.
But
Everyone raves about Højbjerg. I think you can get better. Don't get me wrong. He's good at what he does. He's good at what he does.
on the
but
season so far, though.
I know.
Nah,
Some players in the league.
regular. I think he's signing this season. He's quality though.
Nah, but Regular's not even been consistent because he come out injured and that as well. Like
Oh, yeah.
Højbjerg's been in there from the start and he's been on job.
Yeah,
every
but
To
game.
be fair, the biggest improved player for me is the Ndembele. He's been different gravy this season.
man. Yeah, man.
Found his feet.
He's special.
Yeah.
He's special.
What do you
Special.
feel about the Dele Alli situation?
I've never been a big fan of Dele Alli.
Now that I think about it, I think it was just the media trying to brainwash me to make me think that he was something that he wasn't. But I'm thinking, it was the media, man. There's all this Harry Kane attaching his name to Harry Kane and Ali combination, and
because again, he's
good.
bamboozling people with the stats.
Hang on,
I didn't even look at his stats though. But he scored goals for me.
That's why everyone loved him, because he was scoring goals. I remember we going to the West Brom game where obviously Spurs, and he was terrible the whole game. But I think he got an assist, and then everyone was like, "Oh, what a pass from Dele Alli! Oh, he's been amazing today." What game are you watching?
Mad.
He gave the ball away probably 90% of the time. Tried to dribble past people, getting tackled. Trying not working.
So is that the things that Mourinho's seen that people don't see? It's why like he's.
Well, based on the documentary,
I heard that.
you can kind of see in it. Like that's what they've been on him. Like, yo, you need to work harder in training. Like
That's what I'm saying.
So would you sell him then?
Yeah,
You keeping him?
I'll sell him.
I'm selling him long time, fam.
Where would he go?
Anywhere that pays the money, he's gone. PSG, whoever, you got money.
Yeah,
Take him. He's yours.
you reckon Poch will take him at PSG? Why not?
Yeah,
I think
you loved
he
him?
will.
Yeah,
You loved him.
true.
How much would you get for him? That's the question.
You get him cheap still,
Yeah, get him on a quick
especially if Tottenham are trying to get him out.
Sale.
So how much is cheap?
Man said
nowadays?
reduce price.
40 million. I'd say it's cheap.
That's something.
40 mil for Dele Alli. That's like 20 mils because he's English.
Literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
I
think you get more
always
than
got
that.
a premium for
I
being
think
English.
you get more than that for him.
It would be.
You're getting at least 50. Might
Inflation,
even have to
fam.
push to 60 if you get him in the team, get him a couple goals first.
I'll pay 35 tops.
I wouldn't pay for him, so
I'll pay 35 tops.
I'm just keeping
And
it.
think about it, you know what's mad? He'll go if he goes to Paris.
You do madness.
goals.
He'll do a mad thing.
Mad thing.
But when you
That's
say
what he's
mad,
keeping,
but when
yeah,
you-
exactly.
but when you say mad thing, what are we talking about?
We're talking about his
He will
goal
score goals.
contribution
He will
will
score
be
goals.
crazy.
Yeah, but he won't be dominating games. He'll be just
He'll get back in the England team.
yeah, but that's just because his stats are high.
Well, to be fair, Roy Keane said if you can trap a ball,
Yeah,
I mean, there's hope for everybody.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, Tottenham, I don't know Wagwan. Do you think they made top 4?
Nah.
I can't see it, me.
City United.
Is that a failure on Mourinho's part then?
100%. 110%.
Just look at the table.
Yes and no, because I feel like
So
like
they're
I
in
said,
eighth.
He needs to get backed by the chairman as well. Like he hasn't really been given the backing that he needs. Like, the only big name they've acquired is Bale, and he was a risk.
To be fair, they're still regular from United.
Did he steal or did United just store?
Well, you're right. United, I don't know what going in the
That's what I'm
upstairs.
saying. They were messing about. Spurs came in and said, "Yeah, give me that."
Yeah, so Tottenham are 8th, 45 points. They are 6 points with a game in hand off 4th place.
Who's fourth? Chelsea.
Yeah. West Ham, Liverpool, Everton, then Tottenham.
Nah, Tottenham ain't making it still.
Can't see it.
Yeah, and then
Can't see it.
that no make it. That no make it.
Why? Well, it's Europa League, and it?
At best.
It's Europa League thing. All right, cool. So it's that time of the show where we like to quiz
Jeez.
our guest. So I hope your general football knowledge is and your United knowledge. So I hear you're a United fan, so we've got half the questions are based around United.
Okay.
The other half
That's
are just
how much
general,
questions in there, man?
Nah.
a general knowledge. Quartz, you got the timer this week again?
You sure?
You get a second chance.
I'm doing properly.
Pierce, you got the points.
Yeah.
So the rules are you get 3 minutes to answer 10 questions.
Okay.
You can pass a question and come back to it later if you have time. We do take your first answer as well, and I think that's it. The top score at the minute is 6. So
Do you want me to give you a time check, like when you're 30 seconds in, a minute left, or do you want me to just say nothing?
Every minute,
All right, say nothing.
please, yeah.
okay,
Just like some guests that I
Let's don't forget though.
some get because some guests like you throwing me off. I'm like, I'm trying to help you, but alright, cool with it. Do your thing in it.
all right. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
So question 1: how many league titles did Sir Alex win with Man United?
Start.
$20?
Incorrect. It was 13.
I said 20. It's only there like 21 years.
All right, question 2. Name me 8 players in United's first team squad right now.
Rashford,
Yep.
Maguire, Lindelof, De Gea, Tellez, Luke Shaw, Pogba, Matic.
Correct. That's 8. Well done.
Is it Bruno?
Question 3. Name me 5 players that have worn the number 9 shirt at United.
Ooh. Lukaku,
Yep.
Martial,
Yep.
Andy Cole.
Yep. 2 more.
I'm gonna go Dennis Law. Is he not there?
1 minute gone.
Nah, I don't think.
I'll come back to that.
Okay.
That's
Question 4. How many seasons did it take Sir Alex to win a league title?
it.
You want to pass?
I'm gonna go for 4.
Incorrect. It was 7. 7 seasons. Question 5. Name me 3 players that have played for both United and City.
And Andy Cole.
Yep.
Played golf for 6 months.
I'm gonna have to come back.
Okay. Question 6. Name me all the clubs Nicholas Anelka has played for.
Christ.
All of them.
All of
How
them.
many is there?
There's Lord.
There's a lot.
That's the whole 3 minutes right there.
Okay.
I paused it.
12.
I paused it.
Yeah, so you'll pause it for me. There's 12.
Liverpool,
Yep.
Man City,
Yep.
PSG,
Yep.
Arsenal,
Yep.
Real Madrid,
Yep.
Galatasaray.
That was incorrect. It was Fenerbahce.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's hard still.
I'll-
But yeah, it's Fenerbahce, Bolton, Chelsea, Juventus, West Brom, Mumbai City.
Come on, let's
No,
go.
no, no, no. I paused it because Braz had to find the answer. I knew you were going to get that one. Are you ready?
Question.
You got 2 minutes. You got a minute left, by the way.
All right, cool.
All right, question 7. Name me 2 British managers that have won the Premier League.
Go.
British managers.
Oh, Alex Ferguson
Yep.
and British. Pass.
Okay. Question. What we're on 8.
In the relegation zone, you know.
Name me 5 teams that have been in the Prem but are currently out of it.
Ooh, Portsmouth,
Yep.
Bolton,
Yep.
Wigan,
Yep.
Birmingham City,
Yep.
and Watford.
Correct. Who won the Champions League in the 2016-17 season?
Real Madrid.
Correct. Who was the Prem's top scorer in 2012-2013 season?
Time. I've started, so I'll let you finish.
Incorrect. He was RVP. He had 26 goals for the season. I think that's the season he came over.
I struggled.
You got 3. But that ain't too bad.
That's not too bad.
I mean,
It's been a lot worse.
you might get,
Oh,
you might get clipped for the first answer. Though.
God,
That's what I live for. This show. It's just, I want to swat the howler. Yeah, just like Brad, click that one.
which ones did you pass? Name me 3 players that have played for City and United. You had Andy Cole, you had Tevez,
Carlos Tevez.
Shamichael, Owen Hargreaves, Dennis Law did as well. I think
Law, I was
he,
gonna say, he's an old school player.
he relegated United with a back heel, taking a mick. What else did you say? What did you miss?
British managers.
Dalglish.
Dalglish.
Kenny Dalglish. He did the Anelka clubs 7. I think that was it. To be fair. Oh, the number 9 shirts. You said. Yeah, Zlatan. You had Zaha, Falcao, Berbatov, Saha. Not Zaha, Saha.
One of the Haas.
One of them man there. All right, cool. So you got 3 points. Not too bad.
Where's that put me?
No, you're floating somewhere. You're floating in the table, fam.
You're staying up.
It's not the worst, but you know,
You're bottom half, but you're above the relegation.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Doing like Crystal Palace right now. Crystal Palace. But yeah, cool. So it is that time of the show. Fraud Watch.
All them a fraud. All them a fraud.
Welcome to Fraud Watch, where players, managers, or anyone involved in football have bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Fraud Watch.
Yep.
Right. So, Nathan, just so you know, Fraud Watch is a player, manager, anyone in football who has bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Some people currently on Fraud Watch, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Tammy Abraham,
You heard about Jesus?
Dan James,
Hall of Famer.
Harry Maguire.
Can I mention my Fraud Watch shout from like the first week is now not in the job. I'm not celebrating that, but
Chris Wilder.
I mean, I did call it.
Mikel Arteta.
You're them on Fraud Watch.
Who?
Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder.
Yeah. I mean, I'm proven right though.
It's hard. That's very harsh.
But it's right. It might be hard, but the truth ain't nice.
Do you think he's?
I think he's not there
in terms of like he's took them to the Prem with a team that's
Bro,
really.
he's come from League One to the Premier League, bro.
That's what I mean. You didn't expect him to do anything in the Prem.
Is he still there?
Does that mean he was a fraud?
No, but you know, it's not to do with the results, though.
Can we
Listen,
I don't know. I can call only what I see. I don't know what happens in the background, fam. You're telling me all the backstory.
Well, based on Fraud Watch, it's based on the current season, and hence why Martial's on there.
Yeah.
So
even if you base it on all these 5 years, it's still a fraud.
I mean,
I'll accept that.
yeah, you are
I think
correct.
it's finishing drilling. No man.
Have you got anyone for Fraud? Well, let's start with Nathan.
Yeah.
Have you got anyone for Fraud Watch?
Oh, 100%. One player.
I've been waiting for this all my life.
And you just reminded me of one of the players that you just said then, Victor Lindelof.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
I
great
don't
shout.
know
That's a great shout.
who scouted him. I don't know who the chief scout was at United at the time.
The same one that's scouted, baby.
Well, it must have been car. My man is
Suspect.
You know what makes it worse?
Wow.
We picked him over Van Dijk.
Damn.
Remember we were talking about faces in different places?
Damn, that's a great shot.
I wonder what the difference in their faces was. Huh? Anyway,
One has piercing blue eyes.
Van Dijk had trained in buying it, so
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Lindelof is 100%.
that's a great shout. To be fair, I don't think many people would argue that.
Yeah. I don't think. I don't know how he's got under the radar for that, actually.
I can't back him.
Hey, that's a mad
Because
one though.
Maguire, that's why. Because he's so bad, you kind of forget about who's next to him. But saying that though, would he be better playing with somebody better than Maguire?
Nah,
bro.
Because before he came, he was one of the highest rated centre backs, like young centre backs coming through.
Bro,
He bought a Mourinho, innit?
he bamboozled, man.
Mourinho bought him.
I've seen him for too long now at United, and every game he plays, I've seen better players in the Championship. I know I said it earlier, but he does not convince me in anything he does. Anything he does. And I'm not saying you have to be a massive presence to be a centre back, or you have to be the loudest or the strongest, but you've got to be something for United. Especially when Maguire's not playing as well. Someone else next to him's got to be at least helping him out, and he does not convince me in anything he does.
I hear that.
It's fairs. PSC?
Well, we mentioned him earlier, and he reminded me. So Dele Alli, fraud.
Fair shout. Has he had enough game time?
He's had enough years in the Prem.
So you're still putting him on for this year?
Any year you want to pick, you can put him on Fraud Watch.
Not any year. This year, I don't think he's played enough.
He hasn't played enough?
But
Like
I
I said
understand what you're
earlier,
saying.
I know,
people
but-
talking about Van de Beek saying that he should be on Fraud Watch.
Yeah, but we know Van der Beek can't be on Fraud Watch because he hasn't even.
Yeah, but to be fair, the only
Ali has had
argument
more
is
minutes than him.
exactly Ali has actually played and
He's played a few games. He just not done one.
Not in the Prem. He's just played in Europa. How many?
A few. I don't know how many.
I
But
thought he
Can't
said
be
3.
more than 2.
I don't know.
I don't see his name on that team.
but even if you look
good
back,
reason?
yeah, but even if you
Yeah,
look
well,
at the
he's
body
plays in
of
Europa League.
Not well.
I mean, he does bits.
no, but if you look at the body of work that he's produced, like now, you can understand why he's not playing in it because he's getting found out.
He's been bamboozling people.
I think that's harsh.
Courts, you got anybody?
I was gonna say St. Maximin from Newcastle.
Wow. Howler.
Don't try it. Relax, you.
Definite howler.
It's not a howler, and
That's a landslide poll.
it's not even a poll.
You know
It's not
what's
a poll.
funny?
I want to hear your reason. though.
Man tried to get onto me because when we were searching shit for names of wingers, I threw his name out there just to throw it out there. I weren't saying he was off. I was just throwing names just to see how it tests the room. He was quiet, you know.
This what I'm saying?
This that he's holding feelings all this time.
You know what it was, yeah? Because I don't like to act on emotion. I let things build up in it. But I look at Newcastle and I realise he actually hasn't done anything. Man's got a 6-year contract and I'm not really buying it
So because Newcastle's not doing well.
No.
he should be a
But
fraud.
if
He's
you're
a fraud.
if you're the star man, they've given you that kind of a deal. Bear in mind, football deals are not easy to come by. I'm expecting more. I'm expecting your name to be out there more, doing more. Like Joe Willock's come in on loan and done more for them in that short period of time than St. Maximum has.
Oh no!
I can't wait to see this poll. I'll be honest.
Do you I don't know. Do you watch Newcastle play though?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Do you watch him play?
I watch him play, but I'm saying to you, from my perspective, to have earned a 6-year
He hasn't
deal,
lived up to
he
the
hasn't lived up to a 6-year
expectation.
What
contract.
more
From
does he
my,
need to do?
score more goals, bruv. He needs to put the team on his back.
If
That's what he's been doing.
if Gabriel Jesus hasn't lived up to the expectation,
He has though.
Gabriel Jesus,
Nah.
so Maxima,
Yeah.
to the expect. You think he's lived up to the
Is he
expectation?
Newcastle's best player?
100%.
At the minute,
Technically, yeah, definitely.
But I'm saying, is he
that's
doing
the
okay? But I'm saying,
expectation.
no, it's not the
The expectation for him is
So
to be the best player on
you're
the-
telling me Newcastle fans are going to be happy with what he's doing in terms of not doing more
I
for
guarantee
what he's
Newcastle
getting?
fans love him to be.
They love him.
More like so. You're
100%.
telling me he can't. You're telling me he can't do more for what he's been given in terms of a deal.
I'd say Almiron's Newcastle's best player right now.
I would have said their keeper
But
is their best
Maximum
player.
been injured.
That's what I'm saying.
Not fully,
So
but
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
been back playing. But I'm saying their keeper, they're probably their best player, not him.
I'm sure that since he's been injured, they've just been getting spanked every week.
Well,
But when he's playing, they're still getting spanked. So what's the difference?
The word?
They lost
They
Callum
got
Wilson
dragged
as
into
well.
to the relegation battle now. Before there was kind of okay. They weren't doing wow. They weren't like top half or nothing. But they
nah,
weren't
he's
in the
a
battle.
wavy player. I don't know how they brought him to Newcastle, yeah, but
The same way you brought him to fraud watch.
Well, it's my that's my
I
nomination.
understand
innit?
what Coach is saying, but
Listen,
I
it's
think
my
he's
nomination.
harsh.
Well, I know you're just trying to
Think
get
it's
off that Gabriel Jesus thing, but
That is a bigger howler. 100%.
no, it's not, bro.
100%.
No, it isn't.
100%.
No, it isn't.
Uh,
Cameron used to like you until now.
I couldn't think of anyone for Fraud Watch, to be fair. I think everyone that's supposed to be on there is on there for me.
So what? You just end the segment.
I've Thiago, oh mate, it brings joy to my heart to see him on there because he's like one of my favorite top 3 midfielders in the world. But in a Liverpool shirt, Donny is.
Have you seen him try to tackle?
Nah, Thiago, no way, not for Liverpool. For Bayern and previous body of work, 100%. At Liverpool this season, he's been an absolute mess. I don't know what he's got.
I don't think he's been fully fit all the time, though.
You don't think so?
And I don't think he's had enough game time, like 90 minutes. 90
Yeah, but
minutes.
he's a world class. Been at the pinnacle of everything of football.
But don't you think that coincides with Liverpool's actual form and the whole team underperforming?
Only thing I could say is that he probably didn't fit into the mechanics of the team, so Klopp's had to change things to fit him in because he's not. You think of Liverpool's midfield. We said it last week. It's just man that just run.
But then,
Hard work.
this
He's
is-
not a hard worker.
But this is my question: when they're saying, "Oh, isn't to do with the team's form," aren't players still supposed to stand out regardless of what the team is doing if they have that quality?
Like Maximilian.
I hear that, but at the
You're
same
trying to
time,
force it,
it's
bro. What's wrong with
difficult,
you?
innit?
What? I didn't say that.
You love trying to force it. But how is it difficult? I'm just asking it because if he's the first to come in from the outside and earn a big contract. So I'm saying essentially he should still be showing levels regardless of what everyone else around him is doing, in my opinion. But he seems to be the worst of the bunch, if anything.
I think that's harsh. On Liverpool's current form this season, I think it's difficult to say that Thiago's one of the worst players because I think it's easy to pick him out just because he's new, just because he's come in.
But that's with the expectation.
Oh no, but that's the whole team again, isn't it? Don't you think?
Okay, but in his individual performance, has he done enough though from what you expect?
I'm not saying he has, but I'm saying you have to cut him a bit of slack.
I'm judging him from his standards, by the way, in terms of what he came with.
So players of his caliber, should we still give them a season?
100%.
I think every player should have given time.
Especially coming from
Well,
A player of his caliber.
Yeah, but I can't remember who said it. But someone mentioned like other players not being on his wavelength, and I see that. Like you see him making passes,
I know
and the
he's
man just
like
like, actually, I should have been there.
I forgot the analogy you used, but it's like when R&B first bust. That was Yo, all right, cool. But yeah, I think everyone that's on Fraud Watch, I'm bar Jesus. I think it's criminal.
It's a fraud. What's your views on Gabriel Jesus?
We're gonna get into the poll. Don't worry, we're gonna get into the poll. So we did a poll. Well, we did a poll last week.
We've done about 5 polls. We've done 5 polls to help PSC.
What were the results like?
It was a landslide.
You weren't nice.
He shouldn't be on. No,
He shouldn't.
no, yeah, shouldn't be.
I don't think he should be either.
You do mess up. Trying to friend a court again. That's what it is.
You're just trying to deflect, man.
So we did. Let's go straight into the Gabriel Jesus one. Yeah, you said last week, put the poll: has Gabriel Jesus lived up to the expectation at Man City? 69% of the voters said no, so it was just short of a landslide. Which I don't know what the expectation.
Actually voting.
I don't know what the expectation was then.
This is what I'm saying though. If he hasn't lived up to expectations, how can it be a landslide that he's not a fraud?
If the expectation was for him to fill Aguero's boots, which I don't think it was,
So what
then
do you
yes,
think he was?
I just think he was a top talent from the favelas. His story was sick. Yes, let's bring him to Man City
And
To do what?
to just play. Fam, and develop him as a player.
Don't come to Man City to just play.
Of course he did. There's bare man that come there. Zinchenko.
He was coming to Man City to become a top striker.
I mean, how do you define a top striker? Numbers.
15,
He's been
20.
given the number 9 shirt
Yeah, but that's
at
just
Man City.
That's
That's one of
fam.
the biggest European clubs in world football
Man-
right now.
Man United, number 9 is
Zinchenko's got 11.
Marshall.
Zinchenko's got 11. Numbers don't mean that.
Number don't mean nothing still.
No, but he
I don't-
changed his number from
33.
33.
Must have 48. Must have 48.
Who cares, fam? He's a fraud.
Some scholar. No.
Scholar numbers in it.
This is what I'm saying. They come with the scholar number though. And then they gave him a couple of seasons
Yeah.
and then said, you know what? I'm going to put my faith in and give you the number 9 shirt. I'm not going to bring in another bad boy striker. I'm going to give you that.
You're
give
saying
you
that then him getting the 9 was like the symbol of passing of the guard. Like you're.
I'm just saying, if you're putting Jesus on Fraud Watch, you have to put all the other strikers bar Aguero on Fraud Watch too.
What other strikers?
Everyone that's ever came through them Man City doors.
There's
So
no one.
your
name any strikers?
your Freds, your Joe,
Yeah, put them on there.
Balotelli, Dzeko. Who else?
Apart from Dzeko, there's no one you just listed that I wouldn't put on Fraud Watch.
You wouldn't put. So you think Dzeko is better than Jesus?
100%.
Nah, no way. I'm not.
Dzeko.
I think
Edin Dzeko.
Dzeko was a joke still.
Put that poll up.
Dzeko
Put that
is,
poll up.
Yeah, I will. Dzeko is a good striker, but I wouldn't take him over Jesus.
Oh my. I'm making a note in my phone.
Feels like I'm gonna run my own poll.
I'm gonna have to.
One your poll. I'm gonna figure this out.
I always have to forget the polls and I go back to the episode and look. Not this time. Dzeko.
But all in all, you've got your poll. You've won this one. Last week, obviously, it was a landslide, but it wasn't a landslide this week. The next poll that you had up
Still doesn't validate his point, by the way.
Definitely does.
is Aguero still classed as an elite striker?
Yes.
100%.
100%.
What are you waiting for?
Last time you saw him.
Yes. This season, no.
Man said Nipsey last time that I checked.
I voted no.
Going no, he's not an elite striker.
I don't think he's classed as an elite striker.
Why
I wouldn't
not?
class
Okay,
him.
why would
Because he
you-
hasn't played enough,
Okay, but
and he doesn't.
That's not a.
when he's playing,
Nah, it is.
when he,
Because
when,
it's-
okay, when he touched pitch,
Yeah.
is he considered an elite striker? Not when he's injured,
Yeah,
but when he touched pitch.
when he's on pitch, I know you're getting goals.
Injured, is he not still an elite player?
Yeah, but I don't think Aguero. He's not doing this. He's not going to do the same numbers that he's been doing.
You don't think? I think a fit Aguero
You're
still bags
avoiding the
20.
question. Is he an elite player?
He's an elite player.
So
hands
why
down.
you vote no?
I just thought, how I thought about it was like, yo, is he gonna get me 20 goals this
Yes.
season?
But this is how you should have thought about it. Isn't he an elite player?
Yeah, but
That's
I
the
don't know.
question. Is he elite?
Is he still classed as elite? Yes.
And you just said yes.
But I'm saying,
Well, you voted no?
Yeah, but I voted
So
no
the-
based on
the poll's
that-
tainted?
Nah.
He should have been 100%.
Nah.
That was only 98.
I'm just basing it on, is he gonna get? Is he
He's gonna
Harry
live to
Kane
the-
levels?
he's gonna still
is he
live to
gonna
the
get them
standard he
type
set.
of numbers on the board?
He's an
'Cause that's
elite
his job,
striker.
isn't it?
He's an elite striker.
All right, Fairs. I agree. He's an elite player, but I wouldn't say he's an elite striker right now.
If he's an elite player, then he's an elite striker.
He was an elite player.
He's
Yeah.
a striker.
Anyway, 73% of the voters voted yes. He's still an elite, classed as an elite striker.
Of course.
So, Aguero, the burden's on your shoulders, mate. The last poll we had was: has Oli improved as a manager?
See, this one. I think let me finish.
Fam, I need to use my defense lawyer, fam. No, I just like how you start explaining. It's like, nah, wait, this one.
Bam.
Like big man thing though, cause it's had such like scrutiny throughout the whole time. Everyone's gonna just say nah, cause he's still crap, which he is. They're gonna say nah, he hasn't. But if you actually think about it, he's actually improved because he was so bad before.
He's just a
compared
little
to what
bit.
he is
He's
now.
just a little bit bad.
He's improved. If he was a 1 out of 10 and you make it to a 3, you've improved, but you're still a 3 out of 10.
I mean, it's a great analogy.
I
I voted no.
voted.
But why?
I voted yes. He has improved as a manager because in any fam, you can go into being a janitor, fam, cleaning floors.
But that's a standard. But that's your
You're gonna
standard of improvement.
improve.
Is like what you cleaned it bad before, now you clean it alright.
Yeah, you're gonna improve regardless of what you do.
I'm gonna get worse because I don't want to do it. So,
But you're gonna improve.
I'm trying to get fired.
Yeah,
Get me out of the job.
but he's not trying to get fired. He's trying to stay in there. So of course he's gonna improve. However, has he improved Man
Enough
United?
to call it an improvement.
But that wasn't the question.
And that's what I'm saying.
But that is what it should
That's
be
a different
answered.
poll
That's a
entirely.
different vote. Has he improved United? No. We still look horrible.
So then, how has he improved as a manager?
He probably
Because
has
he
improved
was
as manager
terrible. He was a 1 out of 10.
Because
He made it to a 3.
instead of making us up in the 88th minute, he makes it in the 80th. He
Yeah.
improved.
That's
he
improvement.
beat City, bro.
I said that's improved.
2-0.
That's your standard of improvement, and fair enough.
That's his standard.
he beat City 2-0.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure he's
He's done well he's done well against the top 6. Before he weren't doing well at all. I was getting slapped, bro. You get me? But again, I just put his improvement down to a major part of it is Bruno Fernandes. The mentality that he's come with to Man United has come like man changed everybody.
So has Bruno improved the team, which has then made it look like Ollie's improved?
I'd put it down to that.
Put it down to that as well. Yeah.
Oh,
But Ali
so he actually still hasn't improved.
Who signed him?
The board.
Allegedly.
Now, in terms of like, how does everyone feel about Darren Fletcher being technical director?
Like I said, I would have preferred
Or director of football.
Van der Sar or somebody who's actually
It's like
done the job and knows the job.
it's like if I ran a football club and gave you the job, it's my brethren.
Yeah, I don't
That's a
think
bit
it
harsh, you know. Man.
should-
You got
should
no
be there.
range, you know.
No, I'm just saying. It's a
Kinda-
brethren.
kinda
I was
attack,
using no. Don't let Piercy do this because he's trying to deflect. I'm saying to you, it's a
You're not
brethren thing,
employable.
and it's nothing to do with like what difference does it make?
Affairs. 61% of the voters voted yes.
Go on, Ali. Ali in, man. Ali in.
Yeah, I don't know
Ali,
about
no,
that.
Ali, come as a United fan. What's your feelings on Ali?
You know what? When he first took over, I was a bit like not really sure
Who's this
Not
guy?
really sure who's this geezer, but he has made improvements to the team enough. Still not enough for me. I still would move on. Again,
Who do you get, though?
Who do you get? Now
Nagel-
Pochettino's gone.
Nagelsmann, Leipzig.
Like,
What's his name at Ajax?
I need someone proven.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I would need someone proven. I wouldn't
United
need
need a
another
winner.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or
You don't need another experiment.
we can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
We're in a position now to actually finally kick on again next season, actually properly challenge, because I don't feel like this season we actually believe we could win the league.
Yeah.
But next season, we need to be, whether that's the players, whether that's the manager, something needs to change to bring us closer to Man City.
So are you happy with the second place that we're currently sitting in?
Delighted.
No.
Why? No, in terms of like how we're playing.
Of course.
Do you think
we're not playing well?
Yeah, but this is
But
what I'm
we're
saying.
second in the league.
I don't think we can even take it up a notch either.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm delighted that we're second.
Y'all
I
United,
get it.
y'all United fan
we're
standards
doing
are
the
low,
most.
fam.
We're doing the most.
We're
with what we
playing
got.
terrible. We're terrible. We've not got a good team. We ain't got-
United fan
we ain't got
standards
nothing
are just
really.
low.
We're shambles at the moment, but we're second.
I've still got the old United
Yeah,
mentality.
this
though.
all,
This
like,
what I'm saying,
I wanna win
bro,
everything,
man
you
is
know what I
not
mean?
happy with the second at all.
I'm not saying I'm happy that I'm saying that in this current situation,
But you'd accept it
I'm
though.
happy that we're not 7th and 8th like we were with Moyes.
Yeah, but I
'Cause
feel
because
like
I think
the way we're playing, we might as well be.
No.
We can't, bro.
Because if we're 7th,
Do you think we're winning
not gonna
every
be able to
season?
attract the players that we need to become challengers.
I think it's deeper than that now. I sound like Rick Ross, deeper than rap. Anyway, if you're a Jadon Sancho, because he's the big name that we've been linked with for the longest. I would obviously bar the money and the
even he
brand
said,
of
though,
United.
He wants to play Champions League football. So if we finish in 7th,
Yeah, I agree. But
This is what I'm saying, we need to
at the
finish
same
second.
time, if you're looking at long term, if I was a player now, I'm just looking long term. All right, how the current state of Man United, they're a shambles. I would consider Man United a shambles. We haven't challenged for anything since God knows when. City are playing stupendous. Did you watch them yesterday?
Yes.
Unreal.
Bro, it was a joke. I turned it off. Started watching
Why?
Madrid.
it's
bloody-
you know.
Because I'm thinking, yo, this is the standard that Man need to beat.
It's hard, fam. They made
Man United are not
they
beating that
made
standard.
Gladbach look very
Say
average.
that though, but I don't think anyone's getting close to that.
But I feel there's a way we can close the gap. Like Liverpool.
Yeah.
Remember when before Liverpool won it, City was still in this kind of position where it's like, yo, I don't think anyone's gonna even challenge these. Like, boom, Liverpool come out of the blue. Well, not out of the blue, but they came and they beat them. You know what I mean? But I just think like with United's problem, we don't win the games we're supposed to win.
yeah,
Sheffield at home.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like,
thing, though, we should win every game.
I mean,
We won the hardest game, Man City.
there you go. But with 0-0 draws and at home and like all these, bro, get just extra.
I think it's the mentality in it.
Yeah.
See, when we've been going away from home,
Also, though,
setting up and that, like
because of the whole
defensively.
COVID and no fans and that plays a part as well. Because obviously the Old Trafford crowds, it's a lot, and that intimidates people.
I think we came off a season where Old Trafford was like the theatre of dreams for other teams. It's like people was coming there and just take points. Like it wasn't fearful anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Under like Sir Alex though, that was like you was almost 1-0 up before the game started.
Yeah, therefore.
Just because
Plus he
played
had the
Man
ref in his
United at
pockets.
Old Trafford, yeah, we lost.
Man City paid the
Game
rest.
Trust me, Fergie had them man on.
On retainer, fam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right. So Nathan, we do this with all our guests. Want you to pick your all-time Prem 11 formation and the manager. So starting with the manager.
Yeah, on my phone already.
Oh, he's just
Man
prepped it.
got notes.
I'll get that.
Man come like mini Seku, fam.
Prepared and unprepared. All right, starting with the goalkeeper.
Who's your manager and formation, first and foremost?
Ooh, manager. Oh, sorry, Alex.
Sally, okay.
Man went, I remember.
Easy question.
What formation you running?
I'm going 4-3-3.
Okay. Is that with one CDM?
Just a balanced kind of three.
Okay.
And then like a right winger, left winger.
Yeah, cool.
One striker. So I'm gonna go with Peter Schmeichel as my goalkeeper.
Good
I
shout.
just think he's the best,
Yeah, he's the goal.
Yeah.
in the Premier League to ever do it. Really. Right back, Gary Neville.
Jeez.
Wow.
I know this is gonna sound a bit biased because there might be a few
your
Man
team,
United
fam.
players.
It's your team, fam.
Oh, he's
Come
very-
on, United 11 if you want it.
Yeah, it is what it is at the minute. Rio,
Yeah.
centre back, John Terry, partner.
That's what, the third, fourth man to put John Terry?
gotta say
When I said my JT, man was looking at me weird, you know.
really.
What you sound hurt,
Not
fam?
me. I got him in my team.
Oh,
too.
see.
Man was looking
Cole,
at
you
John
ain't got
JT.
Huh?
Man
Nah,
was JT.
listen,
Man started bringing up after your antics.
It was trying to tarnish the character.
You get me?
Nah, it just worked for me. And obviously,
Who did you have,
I did. I had Company and Rio.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that still. All right, left back, Ashley Cole.
Hands down.
Hands
I think he's
down.
in everyone's team, isn't he?
Yep, that is one
You
that
just take
is.
the aftermarket.
That's just that. You're starting 10.
Centre mid, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard,
Oi.
and Paul Scholes.
Wow.
Man didn't want to have the debate. That's why. Man, I can't pick. Don't ask me that.
Wow.
And then 3 strikers. This was kind of hard. This is where I got a bit stuck.
Henry on the left.
Henry on the left. Has to be.
Man, are cheaters, you know.
That's what I'm
It's
saying,
outrageous.
man.
Outrageous.
Ronaldo on the right.
Yeah.
And Wayne Rooney up front.
Good shout.
What's that?
Good shout.
But then I got a few special mentions.
Go on,
So I
listen.
got a few.
Is it the bench?
Yeah, a few.
I see some.
So Alan Shearer has to be mentioned. Like if you talk about all-time Prem 11,
Yeah.
He put is it Studge?
Studge.
Yeah, Studge put Shearer as his-
yeah, Alan Shearer got to be up there, man.
Man said showing your age, innit?
Ryan Giggs, just because the longevity, the amount of games he's played. Virgil van Dijk, just because new modern day centre back, what he's done in his short time at Liverpool, and Petr Cech as a goalkeeper.
no KDB in there.
He should have been in there. I don't know.
Siri, fix that.
I'm not saying based on what you said about Van Dijk.
No.
KDB
can go in there. There's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
a couple of other players that can go in
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
but
okay.
that's probably the
That's
best
a
11
good
that I can
that's a good 11
No,
still.
no Yaya in your starting 11. No David Silva. No creative spark.
You got scores, man.
That's got goals, man.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean in terms of modern day version of
Showing
what
your
a
age now. You don't know about scores.
Nah, not for me.
he tried
You're a
it.
baby. You're a baby.
I don't mind. How old are you?
I'm a 90s baby. Same decade as you.
No Yaya for me. I just I couldn't fit him in. Like it'll be probably on the bench of 7, but
I'm just asking for us babies, innit?
yeah. We talk about all-time Premier League. So
Yeah. That sounds like a man's Master League team still.
Pro Evolution of that. Pro Evo days.
Right, Nathan, thank you for coming on once again.
problem, man.
Man brought back memories, you know. Said Alan Higgs. The Premier runs are horrible, though, innit?
That was episode 30, the No Tekkers podcast. Big up the sponsors, Create One Academy. Merch is available right now. We're back on the 29th.
Something like that. Nah, it's Monday. Monday 29th. Monday.
Back on the 29th. Shout out Beer Energy.
Energy.
And yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Peace.